Palmac is the best.
This week's winner, Rochester Rock's best local server, drumroll please.
You won a Golden Apple Award. Your student Zachary nominated you.
Thank you so much.
It's Mrs. Christy Alexander.
We have a wonderful program, K-12, instrumental and vocal, and we recently just started and launched a 4th grade band program, which is getting some of our little kiddos started early. We have 2 awesome musicals, both at the middle school and the high school. The middle school show, Peter Pan.
When it comes to Palmac's production of Anything Goes, everything is done by the students.
Yeah, the work behind the scenes and on stage, students get a chance to do it all.
The set that we're on, our students were involved in not only designing it, but lighting it and building it. And we have students in all aspects running all different areas of the crew. So we have students running the lights in the back, sound. They actually call the cues for the show.
Oh, wow.
So they're involved in every aspect, as well as, acting as well.
We have student crews, student-led crews, and they do it. It's their show, which is really cool.
We are a district that really supports and loves the arts.
We have 95% of our 5th grade class enrolled in music. I think that says a lot about these young people. It says a lot about you as parents and family, and it says a lot about our Palmac community.
The arts in our district include chorus, band, musicals, and the fine arts, which include jewelry, drawing and painting, sculpture, and digital design. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Perry, and I'm a junior at Palmac.
That doesn't matter anymore, Mooney.
I'm Sawyer Herbst, a sophomore at Palmyra-Macedon High School.
Palmac had a heck of a school year, scoring several athletic and artistic achievements.
Between athletics and arts, those are the 2 things that we try to rally around in a community.
Palmac brought home several Section 5 championship titles for the fall and winter seasons. In further recognition, the Wayne County Board of Supervisors honored our champions at the county courthouse.
Girls varsity soccer.
Boys varsity soccer.
Go Palmac Red Raiders soccer.
Varsity cheerleading.
Indoor track 4x800 relay.
Alex Brightshoe was named the champion of the Finger Lakes Diving Invitational for the 3rd year in a row.
Varsity wrestling. Jace Schaefer was named state champion in his weight class for wrestling.
Plus, both our boys and girls varsity basketball teams made it to the sectional playoffs.
I'm proud to be a Palmac athlete because the coaching staff here is unbelievable. They are always encouraging us to do our best and put forth our best effort.
That's another thing about our school system. All you have to do is ask. They'll make arrangements to help anybody out.
The staff at Palmac was so accepting, and they've always allowed me to do what I've needed to do to become the best player I possibly could.
#1 coach.
Did you hear that?
Often arts and athletics are an entry point for our community to engage with our district. But behind the school doors, there is so much going on. So many experiences are being offered to our students, and this past school year featured several new initiatives.
We really try to bring about experiences that can engage students in different ways. So they might want to be a leader in a certain area but might not feel like school fits that mold for them. So that's why outside experiences, extracurricular activities, sports, they can all hopefully present enough options so that all kids can feel like they belong and that they can be a part of something.
This is my 3rd year in choir, and every 3 years we go on a big trip to another country. And this year we're going to Italy. For a lot of students, especially like me, I've never really been out of the country. And by going out of the country, we get to learn real life things like how their money works and how it differs from our money and learn more about the world.
What we've learned in class is the traditional Italian foods and how to be kind and be able to have the manners that we would if we were in America. And we were able to communicate if needed.
We get to go out there and interact with people of different cultures. During the trip, we're actually going to go to many different cathedrals and experience the architecture of all of them. And we're going to be performing in 2 cathedrals and 1 outdoor place in Rome.
Going to Italy, going to Rome, where Roman Empire existed, is going to bring new light into our lives and be able to say that America is not the only place in this world, but there's more outside of our own little town or our little state in our country. Mi chiamo Christian, andiamo a Italia.
I think it's really helpful for students to have experiences while they're in school, and all of our kids might not have the resources to go out and see the world, but we have the opportunity to bring experiences to them, and that's where school can really be the great equalizer. Education for everyone, those are things that we feel like are really important for the educational experience.
Got a lot of new things this year around personalized learning, meeting students where they are as far as just targets, but celebrating kids, and that's what it's about, and going through this wonderful school year and the cycle of all the great things that happen around school.
Their superintendent, by the way, named Superintendent of the Year.
We try to blend scholarship with athletics and the arts and really bring in our community.
The cause is a good one, the Palmac way true. It's all about giving. The Red Raiders need you.
I'm calling you this evening to ask you to make a pledge to Dollars for Scholars that will benefit our scholarship program to help Palmac students.
One of the things that I think is a huge benefit of Dollars for Scholars is that it does bring the entire community together toward the singular effort of helping and supporting our students.
When it comes to phonathons and national robocalls, the success rate is 1 in 40. For us, it's about 1 in 5.
Because of the generosity of our community, our chapter happens to be one of the most successful chapters in New York State, so we're proud of that.
Dollars for Scholars reached a milestone last year of $2 million raised since the program began.
Our parents are so generous, they blow everybody away.
Really, really wonderful. They're so happy to give because of the community's invested.
Our students are integral to our success. They volunteer for the Phonathon, which is our only fundraiser. Because of them, we have one of the largest fundraisers.
The 2018-2019 school year was eventful and productive at Palmac. We opened a new play area at the primary school, designed by the students and with community support.
I have to say that with all of those adults around the table, kids knew best. Go play!
Our primary school second graders embraced being leaders this school year, creating positively primary commercials for the younger students, which focused on safety, responsibility, problem solving, and being kind.
And action!
They were working on a unit that was exploring communities and how communities work together and how citizens are active participants in their community, and they can affect positive change and just promote a positive environment among community members. And so the second graders have taken it on to create commercials for all the various areas of our school community and show what those agreements look like in action.
These commercials will help our school community to be a better place.
This past school year, the intermediate school introduced a makerspace with the focus on the integrated elements of STEAM: science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
So the Makerspace program is a place for students to come and explore and create and get inspired. When they come in here, they have choice, and they choose among a variety of stations, like the art studio, the robotics, the technology like green screen or stop motion animation.
It's learning. Well, learning can still be fun, but when you're in here, like, you can learn like your social stuff.
They use their imagination to create something, they invent something new, and they inquire to figure out how things work.
And here you can interact with your friends because like you can build stuff. It's in the name, makerspace.
That sharing really builds their confidence and their communication skills. Through play, they're experiencing trial and error, what works, what doesn't work, and they're in control.
You can experience new things, like with the Legos, you can build a new thing every time. And with the cubicle inks, you can build whatever you want. It's like a free imagination.
So STEAM is a popular way to talk about STEM now because it brings in the arts, and students are really inspired when they have hands-on ability to create something artistic and at the same time learn about science, technology, engineering, or math principles. So in the makerspace, it's a great place to incorporate all of those disciplines.
This past spring, Palmac pioneered a new GPS and student tracking system on its 50 school buses.
Yeah, that was a lot. The buses are gotta be safe.
With most Palmac students being transported to and from school via buses, the school district and Board of Education continues to make transportation a priority.
In recent years, all buses were equipped with Wi-Fi, so students can do their homework traveling home from school or to sporting competitions.
And this spring, safety has been heightened with a new system, of which Palmac is the first school district in the region to implement.
Palmac is one of the only school districts in New York State that uses this program, and the overall goal of the system is student safety, so that we make sure that all of our students are in the right places at the right times, and we are not dropping students off to a house that they're not supposed to be at. This system should also bring peace of mind to the parents so that they know that their students are getting on and off the bus at the correct locations.
Stay safe!
Palmac became the first district in the region to appoint a full-time mindfulness teacher.
We were at a social emotional IB training, and I said, I'm a mindfulness teacher. And we heard a, what? And then it was, that's incredible, nobody has that.
Palmac Primary School introduced mindfulness a decade ago and has seen the positive benefits to the academic experience when children are best poised for learning.
With the hustle and bustle of our world, children have stress. Younger age children are holding a lot of tension and stress in their bodies. When that happens, they're not really able to access their prefrontal cortex and truly learn and retain the information. Even our youngest students, our 3- and 4-year-olds that come in a new PK, they benefit from mindfulness because they're learning about their emotions and how they react to things. They're learning tools and strategies to calm their bodies down and understanding when they can calm their bodies down.
It could keep you calm, and you have all these different breaths, so you could be like, what breath do I like the most? And then you could do your favorite breath, and that'll make you calm and ready to learn.
Mindfulness really is about being present in that moment and have a wonder about it, a natural curiosity about what's happening in that moment. We are better learners when we feel connected to ourselves, the people around us, our friends, our teachers, because they feel important and they feel that what they say matters.
Everybody in our world feels love.
Every time children train their brain to focus, they're focused on their academics for longer periods of time.
It helps me when everybody's talking when I'm reading in my head, and then I do the breathing to help me calm down. My favorite breath was in mindfulness, the alligator breath.
So we are teaching the tools so that children can focus and truly concentrate because their nervous system is now regulated and they're ready to learn.
Warrior 1, I am brave. I am brave. I am focused. I am strong.
The Palmac education system has allowed me and my choir family to travel across the world and be immersed in a completely different culture from my own. It's broadened my horizons and truly made me realize just how much I have to discover in the world.
I think Palmac is one of those schools that can have arts and sports be on the same level, because they think they're just as important, and that's why I'm just thankful to be at Palmac.
I'm thrilled to be a Red Raider because they have nice and kind people here. They're just really fun, they're really loud, they're really, I don't know, it's really fun.
I'm thrilled to be a Red Raider because of all the school spirit.
I'm thrilled to be a Red Raider because everybody here is kind and nice and caring about others.
I'm thrilled to be a Palmac Raider because of all the school spirit we show and how our community comes together. It's great.
I like Palmac because learning is so fun.
Palmac proud.